In the top stories, scores of skilled workers to benefit from new housing initiative in St. Kitts. NIA continues to improve delivery of healthcare on the island, and a senior Met officer says near average season expected this hurricane season. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Frozen fruits and vegetables get a bad rap. Because they are frozen doesn't mean they are not nutritious. Many frozen fruits and vegetables actually retain more nutrients than when they are eaten fresh. Using frozen fruits and vegetables is about convenience. Best of all, they last longer and they cost less. Look for the Island Garden brand at your favorite supermarket or call 662-0909 to place an order today. At Island Garden, we assure you that our products are locally grown and nutritiously sealed.
Boom! Join in the experience with Courts Ready Cash for the St. Kitts Music Festival with a loan of $3,000 or more and pay nothing for 60 days. Plus, you could be eligible for a reduced interest rate. Don't miss out. Enjoy flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. That is the day. Apply now. Visit shopcoats.com or call 466-1640 or 662-9425. Get your full St. Kitts Music Festival experience with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready whenever you are. Conditions apply.
In cricket, there are a few essentials: a bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Scotty Sia Hendrickson. Scores of skilled workers stand to benefit from the recently signed agreement between the government of St. Kitts and Nevis and the National Housing Corporation with the East Coast Housing Development. The contract is for the Trinidad-based developer to finance and deliver 2,400 affordable smart homes over a period of 4 years. In an address to the nation, Minister responsible for Housing and Human Settlement, the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, said that this homeowner initiative is in keeping with the government's priority to create affordable housing solutions and to meet the ever-growing housing demand. He expressed pleasure with the tremendous opportunities for local employment.
99% of the workforce for the development will consist of our local contractors, civil engineers, electricians, plumbers, carpenters, surveyors, draft persons, and other local skilled workers. The chairman of NHC, Mr. Sean White, has met with the Contractors Association to garner their needs and concerns. It is my belief that this project will be a win-win for our local tradespersons. They will be gainfully employed and gain exposure to a new construction technique using reinforced concrete forms. In order for our tradespersons to remain relevant and competitive, they must build their knowledge and expertise in cutting-edge building technology, and this project allows them to do just that.
He also outlined how much each unit will cost.
All homes will be built and equipped with a refrigerator, stove, and a solar water heater for as low as EC $111,000 for a 1-bedroom, EC $213,000 for 2 bedrooms, EC $297,000 for 3 bedrooms.
Interested applicants can sign up for a home online on Monday, May 8th, 2023. Dr. Hanley added that financial institutions would provide low-interest mortgage loans to qualified applicants. The Minister of Housing and Human Settlements said that the initiative is a great opportunity for young professionals, first-time homeowners, or a family to become homeowners. The Nevis Island administration continues to build out its health infrastructure to ensure citizens and residents have access to the highest level of medical care. The Ministry of Health recently added to its complement of medical specialists on staff at the hospital, namely Dr. Fuentes, obstetrician, gynecologist, and Dr. Lisette Gonzales, anesthesiologist. Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, said the addition of these specialists is a boost to the services already provided by the Ministry of Health at the island's primary public health institution. He was at the time updating the public on the government's activities during his monthly press conference. Honorable Brantley also announced that the recently acquired mammogram machine is now in operation. Given an update on the progress of the hospital expansion project, Premier Brantley said with the exterior of the building already complete, the NIA is now focused on the final phase of the project, the interior design. He noted that some cost overrun is anticipated due to delays in the construction. Near average season is expected as the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season approaches. That is according to Senior Met Officer at the St. Christopher Air and Seaport Authority, Elmo Burke, during his appearance on the National Emergency Management Agency's program From Danger to Safety.
Well, for us here in the Atlantic, the initial forecast is calling for near average season. And when we say near average season, we are speaking about 13 storms possibly forming, 6 of which may develop into hurricanes, and out of those 6, 3 may develop into major hurricane. And when you compare that to the average based on the new climatological period, we're looking at 14 storms generally, possibly within a season, and 6 to 7 of those forming into major hurricanes, and 3 of those forming into major hurricanes. So as you can see, we are looking at almost on par in terms of comparing to the average in terms of the climatological.
He also spoke about when the hurricane season is expected to reach its peak.
Well, traditionally, you usually find the peak of the hurricane season anywhere from mid-August, thereabout, into mid-October. However, if you look at it from a statistical point of view, you usually find it generally peaking around September the 10th, thereabout. So you would normally have it climbing in terms of an uptick in terms of tropical storm activity, where you start to see more convective activity occurring as you move into mid-August, and this level of activity usually persists into the second week into October.
Burke also used the opportunity to encourage the general public to start preparing for the season.
What I always try to do, especially at this time, is encourage the general public to start looking at your family emergency plan, especially as it relates to hurricane activity. If you don't know what is to be done in a family emergency plan, you can have a conversation with the agency. And when I say the agency, I'm talking about NEMO. They can guide you in terms of what are some of the steps to help you prepare your family to weather the storm, so to speak. At the same time, we always encourage businesses to start to look at your emergency plan, especially as it relates to tropical cyclone as well, because it's not just at the household level. You want the response at the community level, you want it at the institutional level, and even at the governmental level. So this is the time for us to start to prepare now.
The Atlantic hurricane season starts on June 1st and ends on November 30th each year. After the break, traffic officers outlined the class of licenses issued for vehicles in the Federation. And Nevis chef wins Nevis Tourism Authority scholarship for study in Le Cordon Bleu, London. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Here are your Horsford's Value Club Blue Tag Special.
Running May 4th to the 17th.
Now your Value Club Blue Tag Specials. Pillsbury Cake Mix, just $6.49. Bush Baked Beans, $7.99. Essential Everyday Grated Parmesan, $11.99. Essential Everyday Frozen Fries, just $13.99. Bounty Essential Paper Towel, $39.99. Pringles Chips is just $8.49. And now your very low weekly
Value deals. Gatorade $4.49. Mueller's Pasta $5.99. Kellogg's Special K $15.49. Minute Maid Punches $8.99. Essential Everyday Salsa $9.99. Dial Soap 3-pack $9.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Tell them it's Manisha.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
It's a sore throat. I'll write a prescription and see the nurse regarding the MMR vaccine.
I heard on social media that the COVID-19 vaccine came in a container with the MMR label on it.
Measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is in the vial, no other.
True?
We can't betray our parents' trust. St. Kitts and Nevis has always had an impressive immunization history.
But these diseases aren't around now.
Yes, our borders are open to all kinds of diseases that negatively affect our children and elders.
I never thought about that.
Today, you have a choice whether you get vaccinated. So, you want to continue?
Yes, doctor.
I want to be protected.
Check your doctor or the Ministry of Health to get the information on immunization against childhood diseases, including HPV and polio, and COVID-19 vaccine for elderly persons and persons living with non-communicable diseases.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Welcome back. Inspector Carleen Phipps of the Traffic Department outlined the types of vehicles each license issued in the Federation would allow a driver to operate during her appearance on ZIZ Radio's program On the Road on Wednesday. She stated that according to the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, there are 10 classes of driver's licenses. With reference to the Act, Inspector Phipps stated that a Class A license will allow someone to operate a vehicle with a registered tier weight of 2 tons or less, but does not include an agriculture tractor or a motorcycle. For persons with the Class A automatic license, she stated that this will allow them to drive automatic vehicles with a registered tier weight of 2 tons or less, with the exception of agriculture tractors and motorcycles. She also went on to explain the Class B, C, and D licenses.
We have the Class B driver's license, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle with a registered tier weight of 4 tons or less, but shall not include a motorcycle or any agriculture tractor. We also have the Class C driver's license, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle with a registered tier weight exceeding 4 tons, but shall not include any agriculture tractor nor any motorcycle or heavy construction equipment, and it shall include a truck trailer in combination with semi-trailers regardless of the registered weight. We have the Class D driver's license, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any agricultural tractor.
Sergeant Sophia Henry was also present and spoke of the licenses to operate heavy construction equipment as well as other types of vehicles.
Class E driver's license shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any heavy construction equipment. Class F, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any vehicle or combination of vehicles that letter classification A, B, C, D, E, or M. So if you want to drive, if you want to get a Class F, you must have all these classes to get an F. You can't just have an A and a B to get an F. You have to have all 5 classes. Class L, this is for instructors. That is teaching persons for the first time to drive a vehicle. And this shall entitle thereof to operate a motor vehicle for the purpose of learning. So if you are learning, you must have that L to drive.
She added that other licenses include classes P, I, and P automatic, which allows someone to drive an automatic vehicle.
Then we have Class P, which is a standard vehicle. And this entitles the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle with a registered tier, weight 2 tons or less, but shall not include any agriculture or motorcycle or any vehicle transporting any person for compensation or reward. And these vehicles for compensation or reward are motor omnibuses or a taxi bus. You cannot use a P to drive these vehicles. You also have a P auto, and the P auto, you cannot drive a standard vehicle with it. So not because you have a P auto, you can go and drive a standard. It must have a P only. If you have an auto, it's only automatic vehicle you can drive. For Class I, driver's license is the license issued to a holder of a Class A, B, C, D, E, or F driver's license, authorizing him or her to occupy the seat beside a learner driver.
On the Road airs every Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. on ZIZ Radio during the morning show with GQ. Local chef Baricia Stapleton of Gingerland is the winner of the Nevis Tourism Authority Niche Culinary Scholarship, which will allow her the opportunity to sharpen her skills with 10 weeks of study in plant-based culinary arts from June 30th, 2023 at the Le Cordon Bleu, London, a culinary arts institute specializing in cookery, wine, and hospitality management. The scholarship stemmed from a fund created through the Nevis International Culinary Heritage Exposition, Niche, which was developed in 2007 at the last Niche Festival. The fund was created for a resident of Nevis to pursue studies in the area of culinary arts at a selected institution. The festival ended in 2010 and has transitioned into the Nevis Mango Festival. Mr. Devon Liburd, Chief Executive Officer at the Nevis Tourism Authority, presented Ms. Stapleton with the scholarship, expressed the authority's delight in assisting in the culinary advancement of someone deserving. In response, Ms. Stapleton shared her feelings, expressing gratitude for the opportunity to hone her culinary skills. She stated, "I am so overjoyed to have been selected to travel to London for 10 weeks, where I will be learning from world-renowned chefs plant-based cuisine, how to incorporate them into a daily diet, and the many possibilities that are available." On her return home, Chef Stapleton will act as an ambassador for the Nevis in the area of plant-based culinary skills. She will also be sharing her new knowledge with her students and wider community. Coming up, health officials turn to Korea for help in implementing universal health coverage in St. Lucia. Stay tuned.
It's a sore throat. I'll write a prescription and see the nurse regarding the MMR vaccine.
I heard on social media that the COVID-19 vaccine came in a container with the MMR label on it.
Measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is in the vial, no other.
True?
We can't betray our parents' trust. St. Kitts and Nevis has always had an impressive immunization history.
But these diseases aren't around now.
Yes, our borders are open to all kinds of diseases that negatively affect our children and elders.
I never thought about that.
Today, you have a choice whether you get vaccinated. So, you want to continue?
Yes, doctor. I want to be protected.
Check your doctor or the Ministry of Health to get the information on immunization against childhood diseases, including HPV and polio, and COVID-19 vaccine for elderly persons and persons living with non-communicable diseases.